your build is just stronger than my build. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no way I'd be stronger than you.
I know
But I'm
niggas naturally,
strong.
yeah. You look strong.
But I am strong.
He said, I am. I am. Hello. Hello.
Then a motherfucker, we ain't gonna. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You feel me?
Well,
Hey, Miss
welcome
Yetta. Good to see you.
everybody.
And good to see y'all
Part two to the gender divide. How did we get here and how do we get back? Am I breaking up?
No, you sound great.
Okay.
No.
Let's see. So yeah, peace and welcome back to Four Corners Podcast, a space where difficult conversations are met with respect, curiosity, accountability, and compassion. Last week we explored what happens when self-protection becomes stronger than connection. We paused at a powerful question, which was, have we confused strength with emotional suppression? Tonight, we continue the conversation not to determine who's right or wrong, but to better understand each other and explore healing the divide could look like. After this flow, we are going to go into the manifesto, aka house rules that we share. Is Yetta not ready?
She might have got cut off. I think she'll be right back.
Okay, hold on. I just looked up. Hold on. We are going to have a pause real quick. Hold on. It kicked her off. Hold on.
She had that because she had that whack ass background on there.
Jesus.
TikTok being on
Yeah, like, what y'all doing? I pressed one little
Hold
It was
thing.
that
The thing
background,
just
man.
went boop. I'm like, hey, don't do me
That
like
background was
that.
looking
This
creepy
would
as
be
hell
great.
anyway.
Okay. And I said, all right, there we go. I would have to move that little effects little thingy. It'd be getting in the way, and I'll end up messing up my whole screen, and it'll pause and do something silly. But okay, we're gonna go into the next flow of our intro, which is our house rules.
Okay. Rules. All right. I'm gonna have to read it off of the phone, off of this phone. So y'all might not see me on the camera.
And so, I wonder, can we still?
We can't hear you. Nah, we can't hear you.
Nope, we're not gonna be able to hear you.
All right.
Seem like you.
Yeah, we can wait. We can pause for a moment.
All right. So I can get it out.
Yeah, this is organic. This is not no perfection. We ain't got no. It ain't got to be
Right.
no nothing like we raw and
Hello.
unfiltered here over here at Four Corners. So
Hello.
like we need to pause. We can take a
Period.
pause.
Oh, my boy do got a drink. My boy do got had a drink.
Got a
My
little
boy did
smoothie.
have a drink.
Got a little smoothie.
What you got
Hello.
over there, George?
A little smoothie.
Oh, now I'm ready.
Some fresh fruits.
Oh,
Hello.
Okay. Fresh fruits.
Fruits.
Y'all already know what I'm about to make sure I have the air, that happy air. Real quick.
You
All
about to
right.
be turning up again soon, right?
Right. I gotta be on my level, on my flow. On the flow. Okay. So our house rules are as follows. Okay, we'll close up soon as I press the thing to open. All right. House rules. Respect over perfection. One mic at a time. Disagreement is allowed. Nobody is required to think alike. Speak honestly, not cruelly. Clarify instead of assuming. Accountability applies to everybody. No weaponizing vulnerability shared in this space. Some opinions may resonate, some may not. And that's okay. Growth doesn't always come from sameness. So whether you're watching to learn, reflect, disagree, heal, laugh, or simply feel seen. Welcome to the Four Corners Podcast, guys. Ding, 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 ding.
Yo,
Ding, ding, ding,
yo.
ding, ding. Hold on. Applause. Where the little sound effects at? I can't even do it. I did it late. Whatever. So yes, I am Coach J, the GOAT. I go by Jay. I'm based in Texas from Detroit. That's my corner. We're gonna go over to the next.
I'm Nevin, Mac. A lot of different nicknames, but I'd rather just be Nevin. I'm currently in Colorado. That's my corner.
All right. I'm Yetta. My corner is NYC. We bleeding orange and blue skies this week. Ba, 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 ba.
Don't clap. Don't clap.
Okay.
Don't clap. Don't do
All right.
not clap.
And I'm beyond the wall.
It's G. Taylor. I am an artist and writer, and I am in Virginia. In my corner, Yiddy.
And that completes our four corner intro. Last week's question, if y'all want to touch on it or add anything to it, was have we confused strength with emotional suppression?
Yes,
I would say
we have.
just to add.
Collectively, yeah, we said yes. Did y'all want to add anything to that? It's up to y'all.
Not really. Just yeah. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I think we answered that. I mean, anybody in the audience that's watching, if they want to add
Y'all want to
something.
answer that in the chat? Y'all can.
chat.
Any question that come up, definitely drop it in the chat. Next episode, we will have space allotted for guest pop-ups if y'all would like to join.
There we go.
These effects.
Love it.
So yeah, if y'all want to hop on next Tuesday, we'll start that, and y'all could come up for a couple of minutes, share your 2 cents or your spiel, and boom bam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Feature for the episode. So the next question after that we were going to go into was, what happens when two exhausted people are both waiting to be understood first? What happens when two exhausted people are both waiting to be understood first?
I'm first, right?
Go ahead.
I'm saying that's how we've been doing it. That's how we've been doing it. So,
yes.
Right.
Yes.
So what
Keep
I'm
it in
gonna say
there.
is,
Keep it in
I'm
that
gonna say
direction.
what happens in my opinion is exactly what we got going on right now in the whole. Maybe not individually, but in the whole, I believe everybody waiting on the next person to do something. It turned into a divide when nobody really want to get hurt. That's what it is. Nobody want to get hurt or rejected. So that's where the divide come in. Everybody running from pain. So we hurting ourselves in the process.
I agree.
Okay, that's your spiel, sis.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I felt like most of my spiel I said last week, so I'm pretty good on my stance on that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a losing game going back and forth at that point. It's coming from our home environment, though. It does take a considerable amount. If you do not already know how to get out of those loops or talk with each other, like I said before in our earlier episodes, a lot of our adulthood for a lot of people is just cleaning up things you didn't. You get once you get close to people, you start seeing that you have lapses in communication. Stuff piss you off to a certain degrees that you didn't even know. Then you gotta work through that.
Yeah. I definitely feel like it's just a collide because both parties are trying to either be heard, be understood, be seen like something at the same time. So they could go over each other head when I don't know. I just feel like it's a collide because I'm waiting, like almost kind of like when people talk about being unconditional.
Okay.
So I feel like when you're trying to, like when two people are trying to be understood first instead of just one, not turning the cheek, but just like, like, all right, hey, let me do it unconditionally. And then, sort my environment from there. Like, and if it's not reciprocated or, give then, but not like in a stance of, well, if you're not going to understand me, I'm not going to take time to understand you. And I feel like the collide is when both people are headstrong, or two people, for this question anyway, when two people are headstrong of, listen, understand that you can't also give that if you're so busy wanting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I have to agree. I feel like sometimes it does require the maturity level of knowing how to put a pin in things. I think when you realize that your partner, or even just us in general, as us being individuals of the collective, yeah, if you care enough, if you consider the next person, the next human enough, the whole thing is I'm not trying to attack you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't care to be right so much that I'm just gonna keep going and going and going and going. Because usually, like Nevin's brought up as well, that's what brings the divide. That's what heightens arguments, all of those things, is because you're caring more about being right than being considerate of the other person's feelings and just what they mean to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's a blessing in putting the pen in it.
Perfectly said. I like how you said that. I'm like, perfect. Perfectly said. Bros, got any other points y'all want to add to that? Y'all good?
One thing I'll say is about putting a pin in it that made me think about, that I was thinking about this week.
Okay.
As melanated people, and this is just in general something that I learned in studying, but the truth of a system usually functions around some fixed center. And when you in any system, if you really think about it, it's just a major key to regular key to life. For those that break things down and put them back together, just like if your homie, like I'm one of those guys, I don't work on cars, so I gotta call a homie. He gonna come in and but to them, it's just so simple. You feel me? This go here. That's the alternator. To me, I'm like, what? But what I see is all of I'm being long winded, but the whole point is fixed centers. When it comes to us as brothers and sisters, it could be anybody. We're a global four corner franchise here, but also within melanated people, we had different traditions and things, and I think sometimes as melanated people, we forget this, that our fixed center is part of where our communication comes from. So when Yetta has a different opinion, or Janae, or anybody you with, if you're in close proximity, even us in Four Corners, if we started having a little bit of friction over the center of idea of what we probably all start having different frictions. Now, my whole point with this is, I think it goes over our heads sometimes in relationships, that if we be real, we don't got the same center. And I would also say,
yes,
I think no matter how tough it get, when you do have couples that have it, there's a certain amount of solidarity there. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, me and Shorty, we get through it, or we've been through a lot, but you usually stay together because you revolve. Your system has some fixed center that y'all are getting y'all's, you know, whether it be your ideology, your love, the way y'all look at blackness. It can even be your parents, you know. That's why it's good sometimes to get a man or a girl that come from healthy, you know, people, because they
Mm-hmm.
have that, you know, fixed
Yeah.
censor. So I guess turning that on his head though, to pass it around maybe. How do y'all think if we don't have that, we would get back to that fixed censor? Like I guess
Mm.
are we just like just relationships maybe? Like
I
how
mean,
would we get
it
Right.
back?
can go across the board because, like,
Yeah.
it's
So
friendships, relationships. Say the question one more
Yeah.
time, though.
The answer.
when we don't
I
have
got the number one.
a fixed censor, how do we get back to one?
You create it. I felt like you create a new one with whomever.
I was,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like we're doing that right now with this podcast. You know, we're doing that with each other by having the conversations that people don't normally have, talking about things that people don't normally talk about openly. Even like how, you know, me and Janae even shared how just even us doing this is helping to heal certain things. Just just, just us being ourselves and being in some form of allegiance with each other. So
Yeah.
I feel like the best way to do that is to create a new one.
Mm, that's powerful.
I think part hit nailed because yeah, you have a blank canvas.
Yep. You could create something
You can
so
make,
tailor
be,
made.
do whatever you say you want. You know, like if it's not already there, like that's why like when a lot of moms say they rediscover themselves or they lost them, like that's a real thing. Like people really do lose their center. They lose themselves. They don't know. Like, but I feel like shoot, I can attest.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely attest. Right even now, like I just made a post either today or yesterday. I just
The
not
day
too long
before.
ago.
It was the day before.
Like so serious. I can attest because I like this right here is me stepping back out of my comfort zone because I used to go live all the time in a camp. Like before you start being monetized, you know, they made monetization a route with social media. I used to stay on here. But like even this is like stepping back out of my comfort zone because I did essentially lose myself from just going through so much
Mm-hmm.
and being on autopilot with surviving, being on autopilot with guard up, being on autopilot with looking over my shoulder, making like I'm a I'm a woman, a black
Mm-hmm.
woman. Like
I can
Right.
see that.
so even in my I could say, the last two like I'm still like not rediscovering so much more, not in that chapter no more, but I was in that chapter and I did have to do that intentional work like okay well this is a
Mm-hmm.
new chapter, what do I want it to look like, how do I want it to feel, who do I want this next chapter to be around, like I really had to sit
Mm-hmm.
and answer those questions and create it like yeah to say it, create it.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah.
more you keep on building, pouring into, manifesting, like that's a real thing. The more you keep affirming a thing, the more it grows, the more it becomes, the closer it becomes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm, that was
that's some
powerful.
message for anybody out there who, missing their center and trying to find their way back. That's what my brand is all about, anchored within, returning home. Returning home within.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
waiting. I didn't try to get Nevin up a couple. I don't know if he's getting it or not.
What
Hello,
happened?
everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome to Four Corners Podcast.
Yeah, welcome in, welcome in,
Yes,
Big time on
welcome.
the Us
welcome
be
in,
great tonight. Tonight
welcome
must be
in.
some good. We're gonna have some good stuff tonight.
Yeah, we got time.
We're gonna have some good stuff tonight. But yeah, create. If it's not already there, if it's lost, if
Mm-hmm.
you're struggling, one, you got 4 people right here, right now that you can reach out to. Like,
Hello.
real time. All of our DMs are open for, holding space in a professional business capacity.
Hello.
So, you're not alone. You
Yeah,
don't
y'all
have
can hear
to
me.
travel
Yes,
back
sir.
or rediscover that space alone. There's so many resources, so many platforms, so many environments, communities to, tap in with. That question, a little side spill on it, is many conflicts are not caused by bad intentions. They're caused by depleted capacity. I feel like George kind of touched on that a little bit with his perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 people can both be hurting, overwhelmed, unseen, dysregulated, or emotionally exhausted. When this happens, both may become focused on who's going to acknowledge me first. The key facts of the matter is human beings are wired for connection. Studies show people regulate emotions more effectively when they feel seen, heard, safe, and validated. But validation is not agreement. Validation simply says, I understand why you feel that way. So sometimes relationships fail not because love is absent, and this is not just romantic, this is friendship, family, whatever, but because emotional resources are depleted. Conflicts often isn't me versus you, it's us versus exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's the full spiel of that question. What happens when 2 exhausted people are both waiting to be understood first? Our next discussion question is, what role do pride, ego, and defensiveness play in conflict? Pride, ego, and defensiveness play in conflict.
Well, I'm on the left, so I could go first this time.
Yeah, you got
No,
to.
let's say y'all didn't change the
Got to.
rotations. I don't know which one I want to do there.
What role does it? Say it one more time.
What role do pride, ego, and defensiveness play in conflict?
Yeah. One, I want to say, so pride, ego, defensiveness. I want to say, to me, they remind me of instincts, and I think instinctively, we all we all use our instincts. As I've grown, I've tried not to even the way that was broken down in real time. I try not to break people down like that, though. Like because if I'm with you and you do something, it's just instinct, you know. And I don't want nobody to break me down like that. But it has everything to
Right.
do with it, obviously, because it's our instincts, you know. Um, and say those words one more time. It's pride,
Pride, ego, and
ego,
defensiveness.
Pride, ego, defensiveness. Pride, ego, defensiveness. You know, we all have pride in ourselves. We all have pride in things. You know, one thing about life that I've learned is this is so many different things that's making up the type of people we are and who we're dealing with.
Right.
That people say all types of different shit for different reasons. Even you ever met somebody and you've been around them for years and you finally meet their people and it finally makes sense to you why they be saying the stuff they be saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's people are so tied to these quirky things from family instincts. Some people like the coupon. Some people don't like coupons. Some people never throw something on the ground. Other people throw something on the ground in a second. You know. So anyway, I just try to have that love and hold that space for people, and hold myself to that. Now, as far as me personally, I have a healed side that I speak to, and a more wounded side. On my more wounded side, I'm trying to be a man. I'm trying to get things done. I'm trying to be bigger. I'm trying to be better. So I might have a partner relationship where I start acting like, yo, this ain't enough. You might feel we good.
Uh-huh.
And I might start going into a for real, this real. Men do this. I might start heading into an actual dark place. And you like, what's wrong with this nigga? I think we need a lot more. And I'm seeing I was in charge for a few years of how things have came out. And I have to be in charge a few more years. And I'm trying to process from what has happened, how I'm gonna get us ahead.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I'm trying to get us ahead.
So my pride and my determination and my ego. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I mean, nothing wrong. I'm like, it takes certain energies for me to be forward thinking and think through that. And I think as men, like, you can you can pray, you could do yoga, you could do all of these beautiful things that you have to do, but there are certain capacities and different things that I still think with all these rituals and stuff we don't take space for. And also we don't take space for how they express themselves differently. For example, I think that a woman could maybe leave you because she don't look how she want to look every day when she with you. You could be like, that's pride, but that's not really like that's you can't judge that. You can't get in that. If you're a real man, you can't get in that. If that's how she is living her life and what y'all get what I'm saying? So I don't know. To land my plane, I love that topic. I think it's very interesting. I think we go through so many different stages in our life with our pride and our ego and our defensiveness. Even you can end up being defensive about your healing and stuff. It ain't even always like you coming up out the struggle. It could be in the sense of like, you know what? I ain't yelled at niggas in 4 months. You really fitting to take me there. Like,
Yeah.
I've been not even 4 months.
Gotta
Like
say,
like on something,
that.
not even 4 months because that's not that long. I'm talking about like I went out of a transition in my life and I've been kind of whole for like a few years here now. And then some wave kind of hit and you know what I'm saying? So now you defensive about your peaceful state. Anyway, it can get deep. So I just love that topic. I don't really got nothing to say. That's like life. That's like my whole life and my ego and my defensiveness because it makes me laugh at myself because I can't say nothing too deep on here because I've been defensive over every position that I've taken in the game, depending on where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? My ego is built, is strong. Sometimes it's fragile. You know what I'm saying? And it take the right people too. Certain people just can get to you. Certain people just can shake you. You know what I'm saying? Certain people don't really matter. Anyway, I'll land my plane on that. That's a
I cut
broad.
out. I had cut out, man.
Well, I hear you good.
We can hear you.
Just went out. Yeah, I'm talking about my bad for earlier, but yeah. So I think the pride, ego, and defensiveness, and all of that come from uh, and just understanding that you're like this person beyond them is different from me. So it's like, yeah, only because I feel like the only time my pride or ego
Be cutting out.
just you can't hear me.
You be cutting out. You cutting out. It's like every other word you're cutting out, so it's not cohesive throughout the whole statement. See, just like right now, like at the end.
A couple of words.
Right.
Went out, man.
There
Hold
it's
on.
There you go.
I'm gonna go outside, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Do what you gotta
All the
do, bro.
power,
It's all
all the fucking
good.
power just went out. My Wi-Fi going. I gotta find me a connection. You can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Nah, what I was saying though, I was saying only time I believe it's a lack of understanding because the only time my go or anything actually kick in and come into any kind of effect is when somebody in with or challenging my views. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Or like
Okay.
somebody, you know what I'm saying? So In that sense, if I can understand in my mind, if I can understand how this person is different, so for them to express their views ain't really challenging mine.
Okay.
Like that's what I feel like it all stemmed from just that understanding or the lack thereof.
Mm.
Okay. Yetta, you got anything to add?
I felt like I agree with both of them. Yeah, both of them are correct in a sense. As far as George mentioned, how sometimes pride, that defensiveness don't necessarily have to be from you doing something wrong. It could be the defensiveness of just my healing journey. And I'll be transparent to say, I'll tell you a new one over my healing journey, and it's bad. It's so bad, but it's not because I worked too hard to get here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, in a nutshell, I feel like pride, ego, defensiveness in totality is ruins relationships, especially if you stay there, because naturally I feel like we all are just born, like naturally we're all given that, everyone has some form of ego, some form of pride, and some form of defensiveness. It's just, will that defensiveness, will that pride, will that ego overshadow the common goal of the collective?
Right.
Or do you know how to keep that in check to make sure that the goal of the collective is always what you're trying to put all energy into? But if that's not the case, yeah, I say get rid of it all. Get rid of it all. Get rid of the defensiveness, get rid of the ego, get rid of the pride. But there is, to me, some level of ego that does need to stay, some level of pride that should stay, some level of defensiveness that should stay. But again, like I said, you have to, an enlightened, awakened person knows just how much needs to stay and how much should be eradicated. Because, like I said, if it overshadows the overall goal of the collective, then there's no use for it.
I say, like you said, it can't be a totality of no, period.
Mm-hmm.
Remove, deplete, erase.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a time and place for every element of that. Like, there's just a time and place for it. And I feel like the issue is mainly not knowing when to exert it and when to pull back, when to be defensive, when to, not be like, it's just a time and place for it, because they all can be radiated in a positive manner, and they all can be utilized in a, protecting manner. So like
alchemy, baby. God.
It's just a time and place. As above, so below. You need the joy, you need the pain, you need the sadness, you need the happiness. You can't, the victory don't come without defeat. Felt like it just is. But knowing, like I said, when to radiate it, when to pull back, when to, regulate your pride, put your pride in check, put your defensiveness in check, put your ego in check. Like, it's essential just to kind of have that discernment, and it takes practice getting there. It's no overnight thing. It takes practice. You're gonna get it wrong and get it wrong and get it wrong some more, especially if you're dealing with triggers and trauma and all that other stuff. It's gonna take practice. But yeah, it's the time and place. I feel like that's my take. What the question sides feel share is defensiveness is often protection. When people feel criticized, rejected, or threatened, the brain may activate survival responses such as fight, flight, freeze, fawn.
Mm-hmm.
Defensiveness isn't always intentional, sometimes it's biological. Some key facts of the matter is according to relationship researcher John Gottman, defensiveness is one of the strongest predictors of relationship distress. Defensiveness often sounds like, but you did it too. That's not what I meant. You're overreacting. What about when you, blase, blase? These responses should focus away from repair, like a couple of y'all already said. The end goal, the common, you know, these responses should focus away from repair. Discussion point is accountability asks, what part can I own? Defensiveness asks, how do I avoid blame? The takeaway from that question is repair becomes possible when people stop defending intent long enough to understand impact.
Ooh, stop defending to understand it.
Repair becomes possible when people stop defending intent. Ooh, I just shots fired at my ass, y'all. Because I am real big. I was trying to defend but it wasn't my intention with everything and everybody.
Repair becomes.
But it wasn't my intention. Stop
Repeat that
defending.
one. Repeat that one more time. Repair becomes
possible when people stop defending intent.
Yes.
Long enough to understand impact. And to understand impact, you gotta listen.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
You gotta listen. We gotta listen. Whew, that was a good. Ooh, y'all see clearly this is all fresh with us because I ain't read any of this. It's just laid before us as a guide and
I love that
to take away. But baby, that one hit.
Right. That part right there. That last part right there.
Yeah. Next. What you say?
It up, huh?
Oh, I did not hear him, and I'm
She
definitely.
said that. She said that's how you try to sum it up.
Okay.
It probably sound a little better than if you take your earpiece off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was feeling that because I know as a brother, as a man in life, you know, when it comes to providing and certain things, you know, you can have certain intentions and it not really. You saying focus on that impact is a very pivotal way to like make sure you don't get lost in what you think of your own intentionality.
Right. That part.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're like a person who, not that it excuse, because people like feel like, okay, well, I've had to go through this or I'm healing and this happened, that happened, but it don't excuse. It just give an understanding of, you know, why you may react, behave, operate the way you do. But I can say when you're a person that's constantly felt like you've been misunderstood or have to over explain and, you know, give context to your intention, like you can fall into that habit and that pattern, and it gets hard because you'd be so pressed on like, but I didn't mean it, and they're not even caring about the fact that you didn't mean it because it still happened. The impact, that's been a real heavy subject for the last couple of years for me. That's good. All right. So the next is, what does emotional safety actually look like?
To me, emotional safety looks like you know, it's funny. Have y'all all heard of the Trinity, right?
Yes.
So it's three things in one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Separated, three parts, three wholes. I think safety is when, well, it's just a word, but it's when you get all of these, when you get your fixed center right, and you start living from that place, you know. And I also would say a beautiful power about relationships or groups is when someone safe interacts with someone else safe, you know, the way the electricity works through that in group efforts, in sisterhood meetups, in brotherhood meetups, in churches, in congregations. When we finally get these things right, we're uplifting this kind of physical safety, metaphysical safety, womb safety. You know, they be, I keep it with my ladies. You know, y'all got womb safety. I've seen womb classes. I've seen, brothers. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We get all of that when we're safe within ourselves, and then we show up to groups and show up to our people and community, and then we start getting safety in ways that you can't just do by yourself. Anyway, you say, what does it look like? I think it looks like an exchange, positive flow of energy. It looks growth oriented. Conversation gets deeper. Silence gets deeper. Less disconnection. Things get built. It allows the flow of creativity. And I'll stop right there. Safety.
Great answer.
I'm supposed to go next. But yeah, so since I'm next, I had to say emotional safety. That was the question.
Yep. What does emotional safety look like?
Okay, I would say it looked like 2 people, 3 people, or however many people available to listen that actually listen. Like it's real simple. Just when I'm expressing myself, just listen. When you expressing yourself, I listen. Don't judge my emotions through the lenses of your experiences. Because I haven't had those. So yeah. I think that's what it looked like to me. Emotional safety looked like just simply listening.
Okay.
Okay, I'm coming. Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna go ahead and answer.
Oh my God.
Oh, never mind. I didn't go ahead. I was going
yeah, emotional safety. So right now, I'm gonna just use my life for example. Emotional safety looks like my life right now. That's what it looks like. It looks like my life right now. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but it looks like my life right now. It looks like my life right now in the way how I interact with other people. I am in an emotional safe place. I'm an emotional safe being. I'm an emotionally safe entity. I bring safeness. I am safe. Like, I gotta say it. I am safe. What makes me emotionally safe for people? The fact that I'm considerate. The fact that people can tell me the slightest, smallest thing of their life, I'ma remember that. The fact that when people go through any type of thing, majority of the time, I am majority of everybody in my family's favorite person. Why? Because I am that aunt. I am that cousin. I am that sister. I do care about what's going on with you. I am going to talk to you, and I am going to champion you on how to move forward. I am going to do that. I am that aunt. I'm that godmother. I am her. I love my people. I love the people in my life. I'm happy that I'm on the receiving end of people being emotionally safe for me, because that was the problem. I'm being emotionally safe for other people, but they're not doing that to me. A lot of people didn't have the capacity to be able to do that because they weren't even in they weren't safe. So they can't be safe for me. I'm just happy that it didn't ruin my capacity to open myself up to continue to be emotionally safe for others. The new people, the people I haven't even met, the people that I'm now meeting, y'all, I'm just happy that it didn't ruin that part of me. But emotionally safety looks like Kenyatta Michelle Cottle. That's what emotionally safe looks like.
Period.
I heard that.
That I am the safe place. I am. Y'all heard what she said. She is and have been that girl. Shoot, I echo everything y'all said. I mean, listening, understanding, giving a little grace, not being so quick to judge, not being so quick to ridicule, not being so quick to criticize, not being so quick to, jump to defensiveness when it is the people that you care about and you're interacting with and, building with, no matter what the relationship is. I feel like, that's emotional. That's what emotional safety look like. Being able to and allowing others to be themselves in their rawest form. Not perfect, not saying it right, being okay to make a failure, being okay to make a mistake, being okay with, shoot, even us saying this right now, like people be so caught up on trying to handpick correct everything while you're talking, and it's like,
who just put that? I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Who put Army on?
You gotta turn that off.
Who did what?
Who just put Army on? Now I'm distracted. Hold on. I'm feeling very shea buttery. Hold on.
It's on the background. All of them, you and George both. I'm like, what's what? Oh, all right. It makes sense now.
You a Pisces, Yetta?
Huh?
Ain't you a Pisces?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it bad for her to turn that off.
Yes. I just went to her concert last month.
Went up. I
know.
I love the shea butter baby. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh.
Yep, she in the background.
A heart drop.
But yeah, just allowing people to, unfold. Get to it, not rush to it. Like,
yeah.
In whatever form and whatever present and whatever here right now people decide or come as, like,
right.
You ain't got to get it right. So that would be my spill on what it looks like.
Everybody answers was so dope. I love them.
I'm trying to use these little effects, y'all.
Yes, come on.
Even my little ha-has, because they got all the little sounds down there. We're going to get to it. So it's side spill. So the question is, people often ask for emotional safety without defining it. Because emotional safety does look different for everybody. And, some people might not care about you really listening to them. They might really care about what you do. Emotional safety is not never disagreeing, avoiding conflict, or perfect communication. Emotional safety is often the confidence that conflict won't destroy connection. Emotional safety may look like being able to express concerns without punishment, being heard without ridicule, repair after conflict, consistency over perfection, accountability without humiliation, and honesty without cruelty. Some key facts of the matter is trust is not usually broken in one moment. Trust is often built or eroded in small, repeated interactions. So people may not need perfect partners. Many simply need predictable partners. Oh, people may not need perfect partners. Many simply need predictable partners.
All right. My go?
Y'all want to?
I don't know if I agree with that.
Go ahead, because I'm like, discussion point. That is a discussion point.
That reminds me of.
I like that.
You and this rib, yo, you crazy. That nigga is blacktastic.
Oh my goodness!
I think y'all my shit was frozen. I ain't think y'all could see me.
Four corners is blacktastic.
My shit was frozen, yo. I ain't think y'all could see me.
We saw that rib.
No, we could see you, bro. This is what it's about. This what the people need to see. They need to see this.
Yeah, we eating ribs over here, you heard?
They need to see the camaraderie too. The camaraderie amongst the enlightened conversations.
But yeah, I think the tonality of that, of the way that John wrapped up, didn't even hit right. I didn't really like the verbiage, but
Right.
it reminds me though. I didn't like the verbiage, but it reminds me of the way the modern world is trying to solve some of these relationship issues.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of remind me of, like, I ain't gonna go no further than that. Um, and you see, while we on this note, you kind of start seeing these popular ways of these one size fits all, and we kind of got into that in our last talk. Like, and this is where I will say that I think that you know, this is, I want to speak to my white brothers and sisters. You know, when we think about ourselves, and this is to all cultures, the way our diaspora self-identifies and with our particular ancestry and history, I just want to say sometimes we handle things differently, and we access different parts of our heart and minds to solve problems. And so some of these little things we'd be like, whoa, like, cause we was all like, whoa, like,
Yeah.
like, oh no. My point with that though is just our self identity is so much tied into anything form of healing.
Okay. I
Okay,
relate. I
me,
get that for
I got
sure.
a whole different view on that. Yeah,
Go ahead.
I got a whole different perspective on that. I believe, I completely agree with that. Like, my partner and the people in my life should be predictable. I believe that you should be who you are. I believe that you should be consistent. I believe that you should be respectful. You feel what I'm saying? I
I feel
believe you
you in that
should
way.
be all of those things. Like, don't switch up on me. I should be able to predict the next thing you're gonna do, because it's gonna be a kind thing. It's gonna be a loyal thing. It's gonna be a respectful thing. Like, I think that that's what consistency is, for a person to be predictable.
Okay.
So I think, especially the people close to me, I really need you to be predictable. I don't ever want to worry about you switching up on me,
Oh, come
or
on
you
now.
not being who you were.
Yeah.
That's how I think.
Clock it. Is that what they say? Was that what y'all be talking? That's what
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's what
Jeanette,
y'all
I
be
ain't gonna
doing.
lie.
Yeah.
What was the
Mhm.
original question?
The original question
It
was.
It
wasn't
wasn't
a
a
question.
question.
We
It
had
was a
it. It wasn't
statement.
a question.
It was
It
a
was.
statement.
It
Yeah, how
was. It
was
was
it?
a
It was a
statement. I'm not
discussion
Nah,
doing
it
point.
wasn't a
anything.
question.
It was
Yeah,
a
can you say it
discussion
again?
point from what does emotional safety actually look like, and then the
Right.
discussion point was people may not need perfect partners. Many simply need predictable partners.
Partners.
Oh yeah. See, it's the flow of it. When I hear it read like that,
Yeah.
I agree with Nevin. It's getting to the aspect of how that safety, yes, because I think going back to even having children in the home, once they know they got food coming, once they know everything's safe
Yeah,
every time they get to the
yeah.
house, once they have a sense of what's regular, then that allows your child to be themselves. I'll pass the mic. I completely agree with that.
So, okay. Still, like, as far as if we're gonna take it as making predictability synonymous with consistency, I can understand. However, just blankly stating that people need predictable partners, I don't know. That's a little tricky for me. Unless we are totally defining that predictability and consistency is the same thing. If that's not the case, then like you said, that verbiage is throwing me off. But as far as me, I don't know. Okay, when it comes to partners, let me be 100% clear. Okay, Shorty grew up on Love Jones. Okay, Shorty grew up on 90s rom-coms. Okay, I love spontaneity. Okay, don't come over here with predictability. Like, if you do that, you're gonna have me bored. You're gonna have me bored. Like you mentioned earlier, I am a Pisces. I'm very into my zodiac. I'm into astrology, period. So I understand that I'm a being that likes flow. I like flow. I like waves. Send me the wave, darling. Okay.
Erraticness.
Yes, I love spontaneity when it's done correctly. Spontaneity done with intent. Woo! Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
That right there, like that's different. I like to feel. I like what makes me feel emotionally safe is that if every day could be the same, but it don't have to feel the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. Predictability, yeah, yeah. It's a toss up for me.
You said everything every day
Yeah,
can
what they call that? That's six. Ain't
be
that what
the
six
same,
said?
but it don't have to feel the same.
Yeah, it don't have to feel. It don't have to feel. Okay, no. I want it to feel the same,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it don't have to be the
Be the
same.
same.
You feel what
Okay.
I'm saying? I want it to feel the same. That love that you bring, the energy you bring, I want that all the time. But the day, how it all wrap around, how that love gets exhibited and expressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing for me.
Yeah. So for definition's sake, predictability is the quality of being consistent,
Ooh,
reliable, and reasonably expected in behavior or actions over time.
okay. Now see, now I could say I could take that take now.
I say I get it because like you want to know, regardless of what headaches or what bricks or trials or whatever disagreements or adversity, whatever you want to know that person, whoever the relationship is, whether it's brother, sister, friend, relationship. You want to know that it's predictable that they're gonna be there. They're not gonna pull or leave or you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it because I was looking the same way at first. Like, hold on, predict. Like, I don't know. I like difference, but in the way of when it comes to emotional safety,
Mm-hmm.
it makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. So it says in relationships, predictability doesn't mean a person is perfect or boring. It means you generally know how they'll treat you, like Nevin has said, how they'll respond during conflict,
Yeah,
whether their
yeah.
words match their actions, and whether they show up consistently. So, good point. Good point. Good discussion point. What is next? The takeaway from that is emotional safety isn't the absence of conflict. It's confidence that repair is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we only got a couple more. Actually, this is the last one. So we made it to the final discussion question, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
How do we protect ourselves without pushing away the very thing that we want?
Mm.
How do we protect ourselves without pushing away the very thing that we want?
I don't have a full answer for that because I'm working on that. But I truly believe that is from understanding that just get it in between the whole desire that your whole thought process around needing to be protected. You know, I think some of that comes with time, but I try to get out of that. Not even get out of it. Sometimes you need to meditate and kind of pray and ask like spirit, ask self like what ways are the things that I'm doing because I am trying to protect something that I may need to let up, because sometimes when you hang out with your old heads and stuff, sometimes they see you doing stuff and they just see it different because they're elder and they might be like, you're right over here, right? And you be like, why they telling you you're right? Because they can see you
Mm-hmm.
can't really relax all the way.
Right.
So they telling you so, and you not relaxed because you got things going on. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, and the other thing I'll just say on that, because I don't have the answer to that completely. What I will say is it's a blessing when you meet other people who are exuding these types of energies and spaces in real life. And you can look to a brother or a sister and pick up some jewels of like, all right, that's how that's done the right way. That's how you respond the right way. That's how you handle that challenge. Or or this brother has some heavier things he's lifting and looking how he's conducting himself, you know, through that. So I think what I'm trying to say is I don't have all that figured out yet, but the way people do it makes a very vivid impression on me, and I'm very thankful for people that help guide me through the kind of learning process. Um, as a father, I'm 36, so I'm still putting that together. And like I said, I'll land on. I try to just take away that need to protect for myself and be peace and be space, be causality, be that calm storm, be that calm presence for other people. I keep saying I'm gonna land my plane. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. What I'm trying to say is some of the things that I know about as a man, I still know that they're big shoes to grow into. It's not like a thing of like, oh, that nigga no. I know because I can speak it, but for it to really get in my life and in my will and every single part, it takes some time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well said. Well said.
Well said.
Well said.
Love that.
What about you, Nevin?
Okay.
Oh,
Tell me the question again.
How do we protect ourselves without pushing away what we want? How do we protect ourselves without pushing away what we want?
Say my answer to that, how you protect yourself without pushing away what you want, is
I'm taking a momentary break from a mini commercial. Hope you. Is it frozen?
What you say?
We hear you. We hear you now.
Nah, you good. I think you just froze. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
Damn, what y'all hear? I could hear. Ain't never freeze for me.
You fine now. It seems like when you're standing up, you fine. It's when you sit back down.
All right, so
yeah, right there.
hold on. I'ma just stay leaning like this to make sure shit all right. But yeah, I think what you in order to protect yourself without getting away from what you want is to first identify what you want and know what you want first, and secondly stop living in fear. It's okay to defend yourself when attacked, but to always have this shield of protection up it's impossible to not push away what you want, because what wants you maybe don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? I don't know nobody that want to deal with that. Just sign up to be like, okay, let me break down all of these walls and deal with all of this shit that I ain't got nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe learn what you want and defend yourself when attacked, but don't live in this fear of protection.
Right.
Because we don't want to hurt y'all, and I don't believe y'all want to hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I like that. I was definitely I have to say, I gotta be honest. One thing about me is that I'm transparent about my journey, and as far as this area, this is something that I feel like I'm learning in real time. Like, I'm learning in real time. I'm I feel like, especially when it concerns the collective brethren, me and my interactions with the collective brethren, I'm learning. As far as, because I do want to be in community with my brothers, So there's a lot of patience, a lot of pin this. Let me pin this right here. For me, as far as in how I'm engaging. But when it concerns my love life, I feel like that's a little bit even more difficult. In the sense of now, like, I'm in a whole new season. Shorty over here trying to,
Looking
like
like
trying to
summer. It's looking like
pursue,
summer.
trying to pursue, the women. So it's just, in that sense, I'm still learning. Like, I'm learning because, in the same way how, I'm on another foot, like in another season, because I feel like now I'm just hoping, like, like how guys could get done dirty by women. I'm just like, damn, please don't let me get done by these women. Please don't let them run me through. Like, God,
Yeah.
But I'm willing to put myself out there because I know that it's what I want. It's what I want. It's what I like right now in this part of season of my life is what I need. I feel like I've compartmentalized a whole part of me. And I'm like, nah, like, I want to explore this right here. Like, I want to explore all that this, like all that this has to offer me. I want to explore it.
Yeah.
So I like I said, it's all about pushing through that fear. So how do you protect yourself? I don't feel like you're not protecting yourself. Don't. My recommendation is don't look at it from that angle. Jump in, just jump in, do what you got to do, and learn that, not every situation may turn out in that how you want it. But then again, because everything I want wants me back. I truly believe that everything that I want wants me back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get what I want every single time, and that's that.
I would say really compartmentalizing, not compartmentalizing compartmentalizing things and what's like important and what's not. Like, y'all know how that little concept of big rocks, little rocks. Matter of fact, my husband says it perfect, like a perfect way. And I like it how he said it, and I'm probably not gonna say it how he said it. Clearly, I'm not right like him, but I love how he said it because he say it so raw. But basically, he says something like, be selective about what fucks to give.
Mm, 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 mm.
A lot of people be carrying a lot of fucks around with them instead of leaving that bitch tucked in the closet, locked up. Like, he say it so much better. I love the way he say it. But I would say, how do we protect ourselves without pushing it? Like, because what's not for you don't need to be for somebody else. And if you're doing what's good for your square, your peace, your mental space, your emotional space, how somebody receive that or don't has nothing to do with you. And everything's to do with them. So I would say that, yeah, protecting your peace. Being selective about what fucks to give. And sorting from there, allowing people to decide whether they want to stay or whether it just don't align. Because if it doesn't align, it don't have to be a bad thing. It could just simply be, hey, we are not in alignment, and that's okay. Friendship, job, relationship, it don't matter. But yeah, prioritizing your peace, compartmentalizing situations. The side spiel to that question is protection is healthy, boundaries are healthy, but walls can become prisons. Many people learn self protection through betrayal, abandonment, inconsistency, neglect, trauma, and disappointment. The challenge is what helped us survive yesterday may limit us for tomorrow. Boundaries versus walls. Boundary says, I care for you, but this behavior is not acceptable. A wall would say something like, no one gets close enough to hurt me again. Boundaries create safety, walls create distance. So some key facts of the matter is attachment research suggests people often repeat protective patterns developed earlier in life until those patterns become consciously examined.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Attachment research suggests that people often repeat protective patterns developed earlier in life until those patterns become consciously examined.
Mm.
That last part is heavy
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
because you could be
Mm,
going through a thing, or somebody can be trying to show you or teach you or, guide or whatever, kind of like that whole you can bring a person, horse to the water, but you can't make them drink.
Yep.
You've been a came to that bitch like 10, 15 times and it don't really register until it consciously hit you and you like, damn, I done seen this pile of water about 15, 20 times already.
mhm.
That's a good point. I love that. So discussion point is sometimes we fear rejection so deeply that we reject connection first. Agree or disagree, or any thoughts on that? Sometimes we fear rejection so deeply that we reject connection first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't got too much to say on that. I think we all do it, and maybe some ways I'm not as conscious to the ways that I do it. I've always been kind of a social butterfly type of person, so I feel like I'm more in a quiet stage right now, and I personally don't think I fear rejection, even though I still say whenever it happens, it hurts. I think sometimes it's just normal. But not to get off topic, I don't have too much to say about fearing it and it limiting from getting into things. If it's beyond me, I don't know. But me personally, um, I don't know. I really like people. I really love people. I'm a musician, so I've always tried to be in different groups and stuff. And I will say, if I can say anything, I'll put it this way: me being a social butterfly and taking a part of so many things, it really reminds me of the gym, in the sense of when I always tell y'all that the weight doesn't get lighter, you get stronger. And I say
Mm-hmm.
that to say people think sometimes when people are more popular that they aren't getting rejected. No, they may even be getting rejected more than somebody that's less popular. But we now just look at our lives, you know what I'm saying? So come being in the spotlight with music, with writing, and in different things that I do, I actually get rejected all the time. People don't give me a good look. People don't. So I think that's kind of don't I don't know what to say. Take strength in the fact that as you become stronger as a person, like that the other stronger people you're meeting have also struggled through with rejection. I think if you're at the place in your spirit where rejection gets you so fatigued, because we're all at different places in different things, um, where rejection gets you so fatigued that you will stay away from people in that degree. Just consider the positives. Find strong people. I don't have too much advice for nobody else because we all different. Because you might have to go back and heal something like how we've said in this conversation. It could be something from your childhood that got to do with your rejection. So I can't really give you no advice for that. For me personally, yeah, you, I'm a drummer. Like a great example, if I put it in terms of drums, I've always felt the whole time I've been a drummer that everybody better than me. I just thought that's the whole point. When I got started, it was just all these different videos, and once again, I'm making my same point again, but I'm just using my experience as I went into the world of drums and watched these different drummers and learn from different people. Um, you get rejected, you get hurt. That stuff just in there. It come with going off in a direction and trying to really put your toes down. I think even in a great relationship where there's safety, you like for real on a real cute sweet tip. When you have a great relationship, you don't really want to upset her, and she don't want to upset you. So if you're in a safe relationship and you slightly upset her or she slightly upset you, that's a big deal now too because y'all don't really be. I just try to make it's
Yeah.
have fun with it. Don't allow your emotions to make you brittle.
Okay.
Some shit
Okay.
just come with the game.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree. For me, I also don't fear rejection. Rejection is the driving force. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rejection kind of make you want to
Go
prove
back to your spot.
that you're worthy of whatever it is you know what I mean? I am in the spot. I'm in the same
No,
spot.
bro.
Listen,
Go
I
back
am
to
in
that
the
You can't
spot.
hear me?
spot.
We hear you, bro.
Yeah, snap.
Uh, I was in the same. Be raccoon. I'm outside. Raccoons back here, yo. I don't fuck with raccoons, yo.
I know that's right.
I'm scared of them things.
Them things is
All right,
ugly
can y'all
too.
hear me, yo?
Sorry, all the
Man,
Peter
and they
folks that's
big
on
ones
here.
too.
They ugly.
Man, they the big ones, yo. They not like
Yeah.
your regular raccoons.
Bro,
Them
I
Jones
already
big.
know they probably don't look like that. You all the way in West Bubblefuck.
Snow raccoons, but yeah. To me, I agree with him. I don't fear rejection at all. Like to me, rejection is the driving force. It give you the attitude to show up, show out. For me, prove that you're worthy of whatever it may be that they said you couldn't. That's how I look at rejection. I don't know. I think that's a man thing. As a man, you go through your whole life dealing with rejection over and over and over and over. So it become like, what's the worst they can say is no
Yeah.
to me. You know what I'm saying? In
Facts.
every situation, like whatever. What's the worst that can happen? I'll be in the same situation I'm in now. So I guess in the name of progression, I don't really have a fear of rejection. None at all.
Mm. So he said that it's a man thing, and I will definitely say that's one of the things that helped me to realize that separates the men from the boys.
Okay.
Boys cannot accept rejection, and that's what we dealing with a lot of the times when you see women complaining. It's adult boys,
Mm-hmm.
I agree
okay,
with that.
and they're the ones that are doing these things that are just horrendous. A man knows how to take rejection. A woman knows how to take rejection. Girls and boys don't. They don't know how to take rejection. And just like you, George had used one of the examples that wasn't with a relationship. He was talking about drumming. I could use a similar situation with dance. I've been in dance. I've been training in all type of dance since 5. And dance teachers, I don't know how they are now, but back then we was on some Save the Last Dance type shit. It was on some New York and Company shit. Like, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get this 8 count, you in the piece. You don't. It's that. You gotta, I had to build tough skin in that arena. Now, was it taken advantage of? Sometimes, yes. Because some adults, okay, it's still a way you gotta handle children, regardless, okay, in that even in that space. But it did teach me early, like how to deal with rejection. Because not every piece I was chosen for, but I knew, okay, that African piece, that tap piece, that modern piece, that jazz piece, she gotta get on that stage and she gonna fuck it up, okay? But I had to learn, and then there were several people that I knew were way better than me. Shit, it's a girl to this day. To this day, I love the fact that she defied every odd in a sense of, her body type. Typically a ballet dancer, a person that would be considered the best or whatever. And, she did not fit that criteria. But when I tell you this girl, and I don't know if she watching, but Melissa Mack, you are the shit. When I tell you her turns, technique, posture, everything, every fucking thing, she would eat the girls up, and she did not fit the criteria. She didn't have the look, but she would eat these. She was thick, body, ass, titties. You feel me? And would fuck the shit up, just fuck up the whole piece. Like, oh, like even me thinking about it right now, chills. But it like I said early on, dance taught me how to deal with rejection. And then when it concerns anything, like when it concerns me dealing with, when it concerns romantic, I'm just a bold shorty. Like I am. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of the times I am the one initiating. Hey, I like you. Do you like me too? Mm-hmm. Say you do. Like, and I don't care. Usually, for the most part, I mean, look at me. You're not gonna say no, but I'm just saying. There's been times, and it's okay. It's okay. I ain't gonna die. Usually they regret it, but it's okay. Like, I'm not gonna die. Like, I'm not gonna die. There's always another one. There's always another one.
Sometimes we fear rejection so deeply that we reject connection first. For myself, yeah, I definitely have before. I've grown out of that space, but like for a long time, rejection, like I don't know, I spoke on this a couple times. Yeah, I just became a brick. Like I've been rejected all throughout school, adulthood, young adulthood, church, family, relationships, the whole nine. So it definitely took some time to get to a confidence bubble within and be okay with people being like, network marketing, business honestly helped me with like facing rejection. Not even like, yeah, business, because with different quotas and numbers and all of that, cold marketing, all of that. Like I used to do that in a lot of network marketing businesses in the past, in my younger, early, 20s, late teens or whatever. So we used to have to make calls and, talk to everybody. That was the sauce of getting sales and building your team, etc. Talk to everybody. So I did that for a spell. I talked to everybody. But like I said, once life kind of happened again, I end up being right back in square one. That's what it felt like. I was right back at the drawing board of like rebuilding my confidence and rebuilding that tough, thick skin to be okay with rejection. So much that even with my relationship, small spiel, because this is something I've realized, or something I've had to sit with. But even with my current marriage, with family, like since I've had 2 divorces and been, broken up, and one of them was even freaking publicized and viral and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So much so like I became private and so shell and so like just in a shell with every area of my life. Like I'm a lot more like I'm still transparent, but I'm a little bit more selective with it, and not like before. I used to be transparent about everything. I used to spill everything. Now it's like I tread. I'm careful. I feel like I wait because before, not now, but before it used to be that fear of rejection from family. Oh, they're not gonna accept, or they're gonna have something to say about it. Oh, they're gonna be judgmental. Oh, they're gonna say, oh, what if it don't work? All these things that ain't even happened yet, but I'm stifling the present and also making him feel not a part of and involved because I'm trying to protect us coming from, again, the right intention. The intention is to protect, but the impact isn't landing as protection.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, yeah, and being transparent and honest, yes, that is something that I'm still, repairing
Mm-hmm.
within. I can honestly say that's something I'm still currently real time repairing because I'm getting back to that space of just being okay with being told no, being rejected, being turned away, being left.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I'm being okay with those things now, whereas before fear was taking over. Fear was definitely stifling and getting in the middle of connection with real people, even with, doing this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like y'all could have said no, and I could have been like, okay, I'm afraid, but so I am real time practicing it, obviously, but it is still a training ground, I guess, a layer that I'm in for me personally. So the takeaway from that is the goal isn't to become less wise. The goal is to become safe enough to remain open while still being discerning.
Mm.
That's good. So the goal isn't to become the goal isn't to become less wise. The goal is to become safe enough to remain open while still being discerning.
Right. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that one too.
I like that.
So our final reflection, because we have come to the closing of our episode 4, part 2, Four Corners. Yetta, Coach J, Big Nine, Daddy Mac on the mic. We have
Yup.
What's
come to
poppin'?
close
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that
is
that part,
done.
that part.
our
Look at us.
yeah,
We
clap,
got it
clap it up,
done.
clap it up. There we go. So our
Hey,
final
you still got time.
reflection before we go into our Four Corners affirmation to end this
Read mine.
space or this
Oh,
session.
okay. I'll read yours, Nevin. I'll read your part and my part.
Okay. So our final reflection is healing the divide between Black men and Black women may not begin with agreement. It may begin with curiosity, with accountability, with empathy, with learning how to remain connected even when we don't fully understand each other. Because if survival taught us how to protect ourselves, perhaps healing can teach us how to reconnect. Different perspectives, one community stronger together. Let's get into our affirmation.
All right. We honor the struggles that shaped us, but we refuse to let them define us. We acknowledge the wounds we inherited, and we accept responsibility for the healing we create.
We choose our curiosity over assumptions, understanding over winning, and compassion over contempt.
Accountability over blame. We remember that we are not enemies. Y'all ready? This last part, we're going to say it for and of and collectively together. Y'all ready?
Yes.
All right. We are a community
Learning
learning
how
how
to
to return to
return to
ourselves
ourselves
and
Oh.
to
and
each
to
other.
each other. And
And with
with every
every conversation,
conversation,
we
we
move one
move one
step
step
closer.
closer to healing.
And so it is.
So it is.
So it is. I almost got bit by a dog out here.
We sitting with that.
Yeah.
To our little theme for the night.
Yeah. My bad, y'all. The whole power went out in my whole building. Ain't no fucking power in the building. My bad.
Yeah, the argument that's going on in the Last Supper, the actual truth of the Last Supper, what was actually going on. No. So let me do
It is so take a deep inhale one time for the one time and exhale. That concludes our four corners, y'all. We did it. We did it. We did it.
No, my joint.
I love it. I
My
love it. I love
joint.
it.
My bad, yo. My joint extra messed up. I couldn't even see
It's
y'all doing
okay.
that.
It's
Doing that little joint.
okay. It's
Okay,
okay.
look, this real time with the four corners, like I said, we don't do nothing perfect over here. We are just as we come as we are. We are,
Right.
this is it. This is what you see. So we'll be back here next Tuesday,
Next
7 p.m. Central,
Tuesday.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Y'all was
We'll
gonna
be back
save me. Y'all
into
was
the
gonna
park.
save me. I got bit by that dog.
Uh,
I almost got bit by a dog out this motherfucker.
I don't want you bit by the dog, bro. Don't want you bit by the dog.
I
I
don't
have a
either. That
terrible
motherfucker
fear with
big.
dogs, y'all.
Mhm.
Like growing up in Detroit, I was always walking in school and it was always loose
A
dogs
stray
everywhere.
dog.
And like, it ain't no, nice dogs just roaming around in Detroit. They're all vicious and very much so right ready to attack you. So yeah, I'm scared. I don't do dogs. Dogs that I don't
I'm not
know.
even gonna tell y'all a story how me and my niece, a stray dog on our block in the star. I told you I had the certified Crooklyn experience. We found the stray dog and we made that our dog. We left him in his little yard and we and we used to go and get our dog.
Oh
And yo,
man.
I can't even like listen. That was our dog. And we found a stroller that we used to put my other little niece in because we used to have to drop her to school. And we had a
Oh my
stroller hidden in
goodness.
there too. We had our dog and our stroller.
That
Like,
is funny. Funny. Can y'all let everybody know where to stay connected with y'all in between time?
yes. You first, George.
I'm seven hills grow.biz. You can find me sevenhillsgrow.biz.
All right, all right, all right.
All right.